Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only service in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, please visit venezuelainsider.com. How strong is the Venezuelan passport? It's not as strong as some other documents, however, it's not a bad passport as you might think. First of all, the Venezuelan passport has a Schengen visa, so it has access to the Schengen area on the European Union. So just by that fact, the Venezuelan passport has some great value. It allows visa-free travel to 129 nations. And although the passport has been losing a little bit of power since the migration that we saw last decade, and the migration actually is continuing, however, on a negative rate. Many people still are leaving Venezuela, however, many people, Venezuelans born and raised, they are returning back home in order because the rest of the countries are not as great. Having said that, so the stigma around the Venezuelan passport is been taking a hit, although it's gonna improve in the next 5 to 10 years. So getting a Venezuelan passport might be a cool option for you, and it's not the best passport. It's by any means it's not the worst passport. So we're gonna talk about these different rankings that they talk about how strong the Venezuelan passports really are. Let's start with the Henley Passport Index. This is made by the big important firm Henley and Partners. They are very specialists on these passport, travel documents, etc. Well, according to such index, the Venezuelan passport is ranked number 40. It's not that bad. They indicate that the Venezuelan passport has visa-free travel to 129 nations. However, this passport was ranked just 26 just a couple of years ago. Well, on 2006, it was ranked 26, 25 actually, and right now it's ranking 40, so it's been dropping a lot. However, and we are gonna see this on the next 5 to 10 years, the strength of the passport regarding travel as a travel document is gonna improve in the next 5 to 10 years. Just keep watching, and I'm gonna keep you guys informed on that. Now let's check the Nomad Capitalist Passport Index, and on this ranking, the Venezuelan passport ranks on 91st place, so pretty low. I mean, but still over the middle of the bunch. Of course, they mentioned that they have 129 visa-free travel nations. They have a score on taxation of 20. I mean, I don't know pretty much the ranking, so I don't know if it's good or bad. Perception, only 10 points, and yeah, it doesn't have a great perception, although it's way better than most people think. Also, they have a dual citizenship points of 20, and I agree on that. And they have a freedom index on 10. And I disagree completely on that, because if you know what you're doing in Venezuela, you're gonna be pretty free. So that's something maybe these guys, the ones who did this ranking, don't know. So still a very good indicator. It's not as bad, it's not as good. Actually, the Venezuelan passport on this index, and still the Venezuelan passport on this ranking, on the Nomad Capitalist ranking, it ranks better than many strong nationalities such as Turkey, Qatar, El Salvador, China, and many others. Dominican Republic, and I have it right here, Saudi Arabia. So it's not such a bad passport. So maybe if you consider to get it, if you are able to get it, won't be such a bad idea. Now, the only deal breaker for me to get the Venezuelan passport as a second passport is this thing that the Venezuelan laws have. The thing is, Venezuela allows dual citizenship, so pretty good on that. However, if you are going to travel from Venezuela to some other country, let's say you have an Italian passport, just for the sake of the conversation, and also you have a Venezuelan passport. Let's say you don't have your Venezuelan passport, is being expired, and you haven't get a new one, so you only have the Italian passport. And you want to leave the country with your Italian passport, being Venezuelan, having a Venezuelan passport. The thing is, on migration, they're gonna require you to apply to get a form in the main office of El Saime. El Saime is this bureaucratic government agency handling migration and identification and work, and and they have this office on El Rosal, which is the financial district of Caracas. So if you want to travel with your hypothetical Italian passport within Venezuela to some other country, having a Venezuelan nationality, you have to go to El Rosal and do this errand. This is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You can do it in just one morning or just on a couple of hours. It's not that difficult to make. However, you have to do it before you travel to outside the country. So this requirement is kind of a little bit nonsensical. However, for me, this is the only breaker in order to have a Venezuelan passport as a second citizenship. Thanks again for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check our social media. Check our website, venezuelainsider.com. Thanks again. Have a nice day.